Vietnam. It was miserable. There's no other way to put it. The day our ship ran aground, it was me, Lieutenant McBrien, Seaman Stearns, and Seaman Pierce. We were delivering supplies upriver for a high-ranking officer. We had no idea what it was we were transporting, but this time was different. We could all tell that whatever was in those crates had to be some pretty important stuff.
Stearns, I thirst. Go fetch me some water.
Lieutenant McBrien was the worst CO I had had in my 3 years of service. What you would call a below-deck battler. Never came above deck any time Charlie was around. As for Pierce, well, he was a strange guy. He was absolutely obsessed with pirates. He was constantly telling us about some pirate fact he had read in a book or a scene from one of his favorite pirate movies. He said he had only enlisted in the Navy because he thought it might be like being a pirate. I felt for the guy. He signed his life away with dreams of swashbuckling, and they turned him into a glorified mailman.
Stearns! Stearns! Stearns!
I didn't know where they had taken us or how long I'd been out, but when I came to, I was tied up on the ground. Pierce was there, strapped to a chair, but there was no sign of Stearns or McBrien. The Viet Cong had opened up one of our crates and set up the film projector that was inside. I couldn't believe that the top secret cargo we had gotten ourselves captured transporting was just some movies that had been requested by an officer. We were going to be tortured and killed because some fat bastard wanted to watch a fucking movie. Once they finished setting it up, they opened the second crate. I couldn't see what was inside. All I could see were the letters painted on its side. MK Ultra. I had no idea what that meant at the time, but I sure was about to find out. In case you don't know, MK Ultra was a classified and highly illegal human experimentation program coordinated by the CIA. Basically, they were trying to create super soldiers to gain a military advantage. What was it they were giving these test subjects? LSD. The dosage of LSD they had just given Pierce was several hundred times that of the average street dose. It would have shattered the mind of even the most experienced psychonaut. Pierce, meanwhile, had never even smoked pot, so this was not going to be good. I knew that the Pierce I knew was never coming back out of that trip. I sat and watched Pierce's brain melt and reform over the next several hours. Through it all, he never once looked away from the pirate movie. When the movie ended, that's when things got interesting. Pierce instantly tensed up and got a real angry look in his eyes. He broke free, but our captors didn't notice until it was too late. I hightailed my way out of that village as fast as I possibly could. I felt a little bad for leaving Pierce, but after seeing what they had done to him, I figured it was probably for the best. It wasn't long before I encountered another group of American soldiers. They took me back to an outpost, and I told the officers there all about my experience in the village. But I left out the crates and what they had done to Pierce. I just told them they had executed him and burned our cargo. I never saw Pierce again. But McBrien wasn't so lucky.
Ensign, I thirst. Untie me! Do you know who I am? You ever napalm in your anal cavity? Oh my god!
They had succeeded at creating a super soldier, but not for us.
Seaman Pierce? What in God's name are you doing here? You're supposed to be dead!
Toiletopian.
Can you hear me, soldier? I demand you to set me free! What the fuck is going on?
Now let me put this in words you'll understand. You're gonna walk the plank, matey.
You're not gonna walk.
Oh, come on, Dean Norris. You gotta let us walk.
Yeah, sir.
I don't know what you want me to say. If you don't meet the graduation requirements, you don't walk.
But we passed all our classes.
Right, but you didn't complete the athletic requirement. Every student at Tanner College has to complete at least one semester of athletics. This has been the case for time out of mind. Nobody else has ever had a problem with it.
You know, my friend Jeff goes to Colgate, and he says they don't even have an athletic requirement.
Colgate? You really want to compare yourself to that? They're barely accredited. Look, you guys have one semester to figure this out. You just gotta stop getting distracted by weird shit.
Well, I don't know exactly what you mean by weird shit.
You made it through half a season of lacrosse before you guys accused Coach Wayne of mischievous ball handling and had him audited by the NCAA.
But
halfway through the swim season, you started bringing different kinds of fish to practice to see which ones would survive in a chlorinated environment. PETA found out and we had to dissolve the entire swim program.
Well, in our defense...
No, I don't want to hear any of it. You guys need to pick one sport and just stick with it for an entire semester. Here is a list of the sports you can play. I suggest you pick one of these by tomorrow, or else start scraping up the funds for housing for next semester, or however long you intend to stay here. Are we understood?
I just want to say, I have no idea how Drano ended up in the Gatorade canisters.
Get out.
Đồng chí ơi, người chiến sĩ giải phóng quân, miền Nam anh hùng thành đồng tổ quốc. Anh đi về đâu, từ quy nhơn đến biên hòa, vượt qua sông bé oai hùng về Phước Long sẽ chiến thắng. Anh đi trước hàng quân, tiến về giải phóng nông thôn, tiến về thành phố thân yêu, đạp trên xác phù. Anh đang hành quân ra tiền tuyến, mang theo tình yêu rải gấp trong tim.
How's the list looking? Anything jumping out to you?
I've circled tennis, golf, rugby, handball, squash, and pickleball.
Absolutely not.
What, not even golf?
Absolutely not.
Okay. How about fencing?
I don't speak French.
Table tennis?
We don't have a table.
Fuck. Let's just table this for now. A tired mind is apt to spin out. What time are we supposed to meet Eve?
We got about 20 minutes.
Perfect. I guess we should start heading over to her place then.
No, we're meeting her at the Oracles.
Who?
The Oracle. Pete.
Oh my god. Scott, you're not calling him that now too, are you?
It's his dealer name. Every drug dealer has to have their dealer name. El Chapo, the Sacklers, Leon.
Oh, I'm not calling him that. I've known that guy since he was snorting Fun Dip.
Don't blame me when he stops selling to you.
Oh, big whoop. He cuts his shit with dish detergent.
Oracle.
Ah, let me finish. It is impolite to interrupt a man mid-prayer.
Are you going to give me some product to sell or not?
The Helid deities have spoken. You are to receive 5 tabs.
5 tabs? That's barely enough for myself. Come on, I'm going to a music festival next week and we could make a killing if you just give me some acid to sell.
You are coming dangerously close to heresy, young acolyte. My chemist was arrested yesterday. I've got the Torch Society gala coming up in 2 weeks, and I'm going to need at least have 10 sheets of acid for that. Allow me to lay a little bit of Hindu wisdom upon you. When Thor was stuck in Africa, with nothing but a fish and a single pack of Twinkies, did he surrender? No. He used what little supplies he had and he invented sativa. I hope this has been as enlightening for you as it has for me.
Pilgrims for you, Sensei.
Many thanks, Colossal.
Either this cocktail of drugs has opened my fourth eye, or my two dear friends have come to pay me a visit for the first time this semester. Scott, Jackson, come. It's a pleasure as always. May I offer you some crack? Some crocodile?
Crocodile? On a Tuesday? I don't think so.
I'm just here for the company.
Oracle, please, I will bring you back any of the LSD I don't sell.
You're quite literally harshing my mellow right now. You're behaving as a narc. I'll give you 20 tabs at a dealer's rate just to get you to shut up.
Okay, fine. That'll have to do.
Go then. Fetch it yourself. It is in the treasure chest, as always. So, how goes things on your side of campus? Do you two have excitement to graduate?
If we're able.
Ah, I know the feeling.
No, really, we don't know if we're gonna get our athletic requirement in time.
Are you serious? That was the first thing I knocked out. Jesting, baby.
Unfortunately, they discontinued that last year.
Ah, yes, I remember. That whole Heinelbild controversy. A real mess.
This is what we have to choose from. Spent the entire last hour trying to settle on one.
Ah, what about cross country?
I've got shin splints.
Let me see that. Okay, thank you. Okay, so if you're looking for something that's even wider with even less work, have you considered the sailing team?
This is Ohio. We're landlocked.
Yeah, they have sailing teams everywhere. You just sail on lakes and rivers instead of the ocean. You're not gonna find a sport much easier than sailing. Like, the most strenuous thing you have to do is tie a couple of ropes together. You don't even have to know how to swim.
How do you know all this?
I deal with like half of that group. I've been to like 4 or 5 of their race day yacht club parties. They're all alcoholics. They care more about chasing drinks than racing other boats.
Do you think they would let us join?
As long as you bring them some alcohol, there's not much they wouldn't let you do.
Where do they practice?
They keep their boat down at the dock at the Hoochie Coochie River. They're there all the time. Just show up with some alcohol and introduce yourselves.
Well, guess we have our heading. And we will see you later.
Oh, hey, you guys are coming to the show tonight, right?
Of course.
我是同性恋.
Perfect. See you then.
Are you sure they're gonna be okay with discount rum? I feel like we should go get some champagne or something.
Dude, this is all I could get on a waiter's salary. Okay, besides, they're alcoholics. They drink Germex if that's all we had.
And so we're in the middle of Tijuana, and this cab driver has the patent gall to refuse my American Express card. But I, being the gentleman that I am, offer to pay with one of my visas.
Oh, how witty, Maurice.
Quite the Quavion. But he continued to murmur,
"Salutations, gentlemen. My skipper and I were simply taking our quotidian seaside promenade when we chanced to see you fellows of quality along the quay. I present to you the perspiration of Bacchus, that we might be friends, and sail together upon the bosom of the briny deep."
What my friend is trying to say is, we've brought you a gift.
What?
I think he just called you poor, Maurice.
Certainly not. I simply wish to offer you a spot of lubrication on this fiery, fetid day.
Ah, and why would you do that?
We thirst to become splendid seamen such as yourselves.
You? Grab him. You presume yourselves to have the makings of a sailor? How are steely bowels? Let me ask you this. Where's your boat? Where's your trust fund?
Let me see. Stop.
Let me see your shirt.
I don't want
Let
it.
me see the shirt.
Can't touch.
What is the make? What's the model? These clothes are from the Gap! The Gap! Gentlemen sailors would never drink this swill. Unalloyed barbarity. Only a pirate would consume something this vile. How dare you say that on the good ship Ladyfinger? Ah, look at me. You've got me riled up and now I'm the one acting like a scoundrel. Forgive me. I don't know what foul wind came over me to make me act in such a manner. But come, let us christen you. Let's go for a sail.
I knew we should have brought champagne.
You believe those guys? They could have killed us.
I don't know about that. All they did was toss us overboard in the middle of the lake.
What if we didn't know how to swim?
We do know how to swim.
That's not the point.
Be off with you, crick folk.
What the fuck is that?
The lease upon my soul has another 10 years yet. You'll taste my inner working when the time comes.
Jesus Christ, is that a gun?
That's a toy. Probably from TJ Maxx.
If you devils wish to put a period to me life, have the decency to do it to me face. I'll have none of your whispering, else I'll break it with the yell of me pistol.
Wait a second. I know how to talk to these river people. Salutations! Oh, I guess you were right. Maybe we should call animal control on this kook.
Pace not one more step upon this hallowed ground, ye creatures of the deep. You may speak with the tongue of man, but I know what reeks beneath your vestments.
What the fuck are you on about? We're college students. We got shanghaied by some asshole sailors.
Bah! Those waterborne catamites, always out to fit us with a hemp necktie. Ah, damn me eyes. I've been sipping seawater in this cave for far too long not to have recognized two buccaneers such as yourselves. Why didn't you say you were pirates in the first place? Quick, come in, before they come back to finish the job. Tell me, was there even a splinter of your ship left when they were done with her?
Alas, Captain, we had a scuttler.
Aye, 'twas nothing left.
Avast! Those damn butt bunglers. So, how'd you shore up here? Surely you didn't swim all the way.
Aye. Past the Straits of Gibraltar and the curves of Charybdis we did.
Aye, aye. Took a left at Tortuga and we ended up here.
Ah, Tortuga. Me own second homeland. Hooked me and suckered me, she did. Like bait for a bluegill. That's where I tied the knot with me beloved. A real looker, ain't she? She hasn't aged a day since we met in old Saigon, 50 years gone by.
You were in Vietnam?
Aye.
What was it like?
I was in the shit, as the landlubbers say. Open your ears, laddie, and I'll spin you a yarn.
Were the Viet Cong scary?
Aye, you bet we were.
Don't you mean they?
I spake what I spake. We.
You were in the Viet Cong?
Lad, I was the Viet Cong. If you'd let me finish me yarn, the explanations wouldn't be so threadbare. I was in the second year of me tour when me ship was taken by Charlie. They took me back to their camp, and soon enough I was their comrade, as they were mine. That was the day I became Captain Pierce, the National Liberation Front. 62 confirmed kills and 69 alone.
62 Americans killed?
62 enemies of the Commonwealth. Their souls be the property of Davy Jones now. No nation of men can claim them, save the mighty Pacific.
How did you become so powerful?
I haven't got a fucking clue. Something awakened the inner pirate in me. I was the terror of the seas, the human kraken. I was the most celebrated sailor in the entire Orient. But after the war, there was no place for a sailor such as myself in Nam after that. The new government weren't so forgiving of me wartime antics when there were no war.
So what did you do?
Me old crew helped break me and favored comfort woman out of jail. We set off in a stolen dinghy, plundered port towns all across Eurasia. But it weren't to be all rainbows and nosebleeds. I soon found out word of me exploits got back to the US of A. There's 1,000 ducat bounty on me head, and so I can never set foot in those United States again. I've been here in the city of Texas ever since. I thank ye for the company. I haven't seen a pirate these past 50 years. And now, on to more joyous matters. Revenge!
Revenge?
Aye, on those fly-blown canoe paddlers that sank your ship.
What did you have in mind?
Why, a bit of piracy, me boy. What else? Was a kingdom ever forged without a bit of swashbuckling? First things first. You call yourselves pirates, you needs a vessel. If a sailor's wife is the sea, his ship's is prophylactic. Ne'er will that salty spray forgive you, lest you tame her. And so, beat the bitch down with a rotten oar.
What do we need besides a boat?
Bar! You needs not a boat. A ship's what you need.
Okay, well, what do we need besides a ship?
A ship will do for now. And this be your ticket for entry. Return to me, the schooner in tow, and I'll be your bosun on the whale road to piracy.
You mean you want us to steal a boat? A ship?
Aye, the truest form of piracy.
But what about...
I'll have no more questions out of you. We be just downstream from a port. Figure it out. Be gone!
Well, that was the biggest waste of time since the election of William Henry Harrison.
Who?
Never mind. Let's just get this over with. What's the name of this play again?
Yeah, Pirates of Penzance.
Well, today certainly has a theme.
Why are you what?
Your little sailing team idea was a complete catastrophe.
What happened? Did you not bring them alcohol?
Jackson here bought them a nice bottle of Admiral Morgan's.
Okay, who do you think they are? Somalian pirates?
I told him.
With rich kids like that, you have to bring them champagne, not discount rum.
Look, I can't even get hired in Texas City. People still call me Undie Boy from that time somebody threw up at me at the downtown bar. I had to run down Fifth Avenue in my underwear, and people still call me that.
You make me feel very uncomfortable sometimes.
Hey, Eve.
Yeah.
Have you seen the squibs?
What? There are squibs in this show? Who gets shot?
Frederick dies at the end of Act 1. Mr. Donnelly changed the scene last night.
And no one thought to tell the stage manager? Sounds about right. Okay. I want you two to go through this list alphabetically and cross off everything that's on this table.
You didn't tell us we're gonna have to work.
Eve, Mabel needs help with her corset.
Are you That girl is built like a popsicle stick.
I don't know how to tie knots.
Okay. I need you two to just fill these glasses up with the fake sherry. It will take 2 minutes, okay? Lead the way, Captain Velcro. You can take this.
Rawr! Rawr, you scurvy dog!
Oh. This place is a fucking bedlam house.
There's a reason most theater majors decide to minor in psychology.
I'm gonna start transferring these. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Ruffians!
Whoa, hey, don't yell that word in here. You know where we are, don't say that word out loud.
Tender moment.
What?
Methinks I recognize the twin-bilged rats that spritz the blood of Christ upon my bib.
Is this like a method acting kind of
You
thing?
there, are you this urchin's handler?
Something like that.
What is thy name, sirrah, and that of your handmaiden?
What's your name?
I have no name, but title alone. I am royalty incarnate and mischief embodied, the pirate king himself.
Well, good luck with that, man.
Stand aloof, poors. Think thee that thou can molest me in such a fashion and skip away without a skirmish?
Take it easy, dude.
Dude, you shall not dude me. My title is Pirate King, and you shall address me as such.
All right, buddy, you want to tussle? Let's tussle. I'll get the rest of your blouse red. I'm a bit of a bruiser. I'll get you moist. Better watch out. Oh. What the fuck is with you weirdos?
What the hell did you do?
Why are they all like this?
They're actors. They don't break character the day of a show. The whole department's like this.
What is going on here? We got 10 minutes to curtain. Why are you all standing around?
These ruffians infiltrated my quarters and accosted my subordinates.
Who the hell are you guys? And how the hell did they get back here?
Eve brought them, sir.
What?
Why am I not surprised? Eve, you're fired. Get them out of here and finish getting ready.
Fuck it.
Resheath your bauble. A seasoned sailor such as myself knows the difference between gunpowder and a pop cap. That's clearly a toy.
Is it?
Run!
Let's commandeer their ship!
After them!
Should we keep dancing?
Arr.
Ahoy!
Ah, I suppose even the roughest oyster contains the perfect pearl. I never should have doubted you, lads, not even for an Ottawater.
Climb aboard, Captain.
And, pull up your pants. It's a good thing we grabbed the dinghy where they were storing all the extra costumes. These really set the mood.
You're going to make me wear a dress? At least find one that fits next time. Stop.
Do you think they'll even be out at this time of night?
Oh, yeah. They're having their annual fundraiser party tonight. It's like their very own Catalina wine mixer, only less wine and more Coke.
Silence, comfort woman. I know not what port you hail from, nor why these two strapping sea dogs have entrusted you with so crucial a sortie. But I mislike your kind. Captain Pierce knows. Crabs don't only dwell on the beaches.
Are you guys sure about this?
Trust us. You'll be fine.
Aye, swift will be, as Somalis ride the dolphins back.
Whatever you say, but if this is going to take up my whole night, I'm going to need some stimulants.
George H. Harrison, that's a lot of acid. Where did you get that? You didn't steal it from the Oracle, did you?
I adopted it from an unloving home. Okay, relax. I'm going to make more than enough off of this at the music festival to pay him back.
Well, I'll be hanged, drawn, and quartered. Some low main drawer. I haven't gazed upon such a sight since we returned from the Orient. But now, the tablet, it calls to me.
Do you really think this is a good idea?
Missy, if we're to raid this here dinghy, I don't want some. I need some.
Okay, fine, but you have to stay on his hook side.
No hole. Crunchitize me, Captain. We vicinity them as we speak. Let us strike while they are unawares, with darkness as our buckler.
Damn. Maybe that acid wasn't such a good idea.
No, acid takes like 30 minutes to kick in. I think he's just like that.
Gonna hate to see him in half an hour then.
No, you have to understand. When taken orally, crack has a completely different mouthfeel.
Quite. It is umami-like in its degustation. I have always been partial to cherries wrapped in peyote leaves.
Holy.
Papa, pirate!
Calm yourself, treasure. I'll put out the fire. Well met, my nautical vagabond. How chanced you upon our vessel? Has your skiff smashed upon the rocks? Are you in need of succor? Tell us your tale, and we'd be happy to return you to whichever shore you hail from.
Avast!
Oh, sweet Mother Mary. Help! I can't swim!
Maurice! Please don't pee on me.
I hope the water's not too warm for you. Tell that bastard Kissinger. This be the return of the Pierce. Scallywags, how pleases you the rampage that I wrecked? The captain hasn't felt so invigorated since his return from the Orient.
Holy shit, Captain! I need you to show me how you did that whirlwind thing with your sword.
And how you metabolize that acid so fast.
Me lovers, you know how rum is made. You start with the sweetest, purest sugarcane. Something that couldn't harm even the leastest sea louse. Once it's pressed, distilled, and bottled, you get something that can kick the donkey out of the stable. Prepare to be pressed. Prepare to be distilled. Prepare to be bottled.
Cheers! If we keep it up on the sailing team like we did tonight, we'll have a whole fleet by the end of the semester.
Why stop with the sailing team when we could plunder any of these rich fucks on the river?
It pleasures me greatly, lads and lass, to see the plunder in your hearts and violence in your eyes. But if indeed it is a fleet you seek, take it from this bearded piece of driftwood. We'll be needing a crew of dozens.
Okay, we can worry about that later, but for tonight, love myself. I love Big Shrimp. Have any of you guys seen my bag?
Aye, it be here, with me.
Guys? Either one of you just took 20 tabs of acid, or we're gonna need a bigger boat.
Jesus, can a person even take that much without dying?
Aye.
Are you speaking from experience?
Aye. It has opened me. Yo estoy muy.
I'm tripping pretty hard, but I don't even think this guy's on this plane of existence anymore.
Suki, where have you been these past 200 years? You know I never loved Charlotte. It was always ye, ever since you had me drink the purified river water. Oh, be gone then. I never loved you anyway.
Shit, we're headed straight for that boat!
Arr, by me broken eye. Brace yourselves. It's o'clock for a double dipping. Land ho!
What in the hell? What the hell is that? Who the fuck are you? Cliff, looks like Johnny Law finally found our trail!
Holy shit, he just killed that guy.
Mr. Turner, man the cannons!
Cletus? Cletus? Cletus, where are you at? What'd y'all do to my boy Cletus? Why is he sleeping over there? Make him wake up, you sons of bitches! What the fuck did you do to my boat? You killed my boat, my buddy Cletus! He ain't just my buddy either. He existed to make children happy, and now you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay big time.
He's got a gun, shoot him!
Y'all killed my boy Cletus. I ain't never gonna come back.
With what? This is a fake gun. Guys, I don't think that gun was fake. And this might be a bad time to mention it, but I am tripping balls right now.
Ah! Ah! You're in the bloodlust afterglow, me boy. Fear not. Be this the first time you've unfettered a soul. Quaff this. It dampens the internal shrieking. All right. Now it's time to eat his heart.
I think we just need to get to shore.
Death is in an instant like the needle's tip. It is not evil. There is no evil in nothing. It is buying. It is killing in present continuous. That is torture. So, if you relieve the aggregate torque poised upon the Earth's resources, is it a crime? If it's quick?
Calico Jack, is that you?
Brian.
Scurvy of the mind.
Calico Jack says he's not going to make it.
Miss Eve, fetch my satchel from the plow. Hold it down, Mr. Scott. Hold it down.
No!
Damn it, Mr. Scott. You'll have to hold his mouth open. We'll have to amputate his tongue. May the west wind bless you, Miss Eve.
What are you going to do?
Going to expel the demons out from either end. In a lakewater base. Good enough. One for me.
Tonight, authorities are searching for a fleet of pirate-appareled vigilantes caught here on video camera attacking and killing 2 men at Lake Latimama. They're shown here boarding and pillaging a civilian vessel completely unprovoked. The 2 men killed in the attack have been identified as Cliff Russell and Cletus Haggard, recently escaped inmates from Texas City Penitentiary. They were each serving consecutive life sentences for. Here are what 2 eyewitnesses have to say.
Oh man, it was bongos. I was just out looking for tibs and nitties, that real life bushlight.
Ways out looking for some forest porn.
I was looking out yonder at that there big blue circle, and all of a sudden on the water I sees young'uns seeming to engage in sexual pirate kinky shit.
Saw some kids doing pirate role play. So I took out my phone to video it, show my friends.
At that point, I'm just thinking, let them fire these BBs. Let them fire them. That's what 50 Cent taught me to do when I was still dropping trowel.
When I saw they had a firearm, I just thought they was BBs. Then I heard them fire.
Shoot it go! Shoot it go! Shoot it go!
Gun sounds.
Some bizarre happenings out on the water tonight, if our translators are to be believed. It is still unclear if the vigilantes will be charged with any wrongdoing, as the victims were criminals and were heavily armed. We will keep an eye patch on the story.
All right, let's calm down. Let's get this thing going. Listen, far be it from me to condone vigilantism or murder. But when I took up this auspicious office of mayor of Texas City, I promised you 2 things. 1, that I would euthanize the homeless, the houseless, and be tough on crime in that order. And when Chief of Police, Captain Corcoran, apprised me this morning of the deaths of Ohio's most violent I must admit, I felt a little tingle in my kidneys. And I knew that what was done last night was just. And it was just according to Ohio state law, the Bounty Hunters Code of Conduct, and Federal Maritime Penal Code. Summary execution is perfectly appropriate punishment for those like these. Therefore, today it is not my intention at all to prosecute or even castigate those who selflessly boarded that vessel last night, but to thank them and to honor them and celebrate them. So let's all give a round of applause, maybe even drink a pint of mead as thanks to those heroes, excuse me, those scallywags. Woohoo! Murder's now legal. If anyone has information as to who these buccaneers might be, please let an officer know. We beg you, so that they can get the recognition that they deserve.
Recognition? Are you kidding me, Uncle Charles?
Yes, Maurice, recognition for bringing this town together.
Well, Charlie, I'd like you to recognize this black eye. Any idea how I got it?
I don't know.
I got it from these so-called heroes you've all bent over and unbuckled for. My name is Maurice R. I am the captain of the Tanner College sailing team. Last night, me and my fellow seamen were violently dinghied by these bilge rats that you all tout as heroes. Sailing on some souped-up canoe, they penetrated our defenses, knocked us overboard, and commandeered our vessel, all before we could even down a flute of bubbly.
This is ludicrous. As we can see by the footage, the men who took out those criminals last night are nothing other than Texas City's most virtuous.
Well, if me and my cronies won't receive any justice from you, we'll have to seek it out ourselves. Come, mighty seamen. We have no further use of this banana republic.
I guess we found ourselves some landlubbers.
Ein kann ich besetzend. Mein kann verlangt man.
Gevangen in Valheid. In Bammen. In Hoofdstad. Snor!
Ja, min kone.
Elske med voeten min.
I feel like I took a shot of rum in my ear.
It cures pain, me boy.
It don't cause it.
How long have we been out?
Shit! We were supposed to meet with the dean today!
You think we get an athletic credit for murder?
You hear that?
Cannibals! Pardon. Cannibals give me the palsy.
At this colosso.
The Oracle! I was not expecting to see you in this part of Texas City. Out walking your manservant?
For brunch, Evie, my dear. He is hungry from a night spent hunting my product through the nastiest alleys campus has to offer. You are a slippery one to catch, Miss Eve. But if you return my stolen property to me right now, Colosso, establish a perimeter.
Aye. Come thy ways, Kraken. I'll make a textbook diagram out of you and show that any man can turn a kitchen appliance beneath my blade.
Those clothes. That pirate. Were you not the four who put those boat-bound motherfucking asshole to death last night?
I've killed none of their kind of late, I ween. But not for lack of trying. But if I did, know that a keel hauling and a quartering furnish no pain deserving enough for lampreys such as them.
Was this you?
Oh no. Oh no. Fuck, oh shit, no!
Nope. It's too blurry. That doesn't prove anything.
Aye, 'twas us. I'll ne'er deny a piracy well plundered.
Nope. They don't have any way to prove we did it.
Bah! We've got their ship to prove it, like the hide off a deer.
God damn it, would you just shut the fuck up? We could get in a lot of trouble for this.
For a crime we didn't even commit.
'Tis one thing to best a ship in equal battle, but to find them. It crowns the flower of victory with pollen gold.
Oh, Captain, my Captain! We have seen the sacred videos, Captain, and wish to aid you on your quest of cleansing the earth. When Eve stole our trove of acid yesterday, I have never known such a real sense of rage and betrayal. But I have learned that by stumbling, we may come across new paths. And by having our vision stolen from us, we may be granted a new and vivid sight. Oh, Captain, my Captain! And it is not just me who approves of your orthodoxy. All of Texas City is bedecked with banners and festoonings foretelling your arrival. Come and see.
I haven't been welcomed in a city since Ho Chi Minh in 1923. If what that stony lad is saying is true, I'd hazard being hanged to feel some cobblestones beneath me feet. Lead on, Mongoloids!
There's a boat right as his father and his grand are working in a boat they're building on the river Thames. One day Chip was hard at work, the devil appeared from hell. He had a roll of copper and a bucket full of nails. The devil said unto Chip, take these nails and copper roll, but you also have to take this rod and I will take your soul. Chip despised the rat and the rat squealed and hissed, but the bucket of nails and copper were too much to resist. Set to work, he'd get rid of the rat, and there wouldn't be a problem with the step to turn it back. But the devil wouldn't die, no matter how hard he tried. The rat attacked the boat right and he beat him in the eye. It seemed as if the river rats fell under Satan's spell. They followed Chip around and made his life a living hell. He slowly lost his mind, he lost his family, he lost his job and had to join the King's Navy. A bit, a yard will build a ship. A Satan is my master and I'll get you Chip.
Name?
Yeah, I'm not really into the whole name thing. Never really got one myself.
Do you have any experience?
Define experience.
With piracy?
Oh, I've pirated about 6,000 movies.
All right. You're gonna walk the plank. I'm sorry, I don't quite understand your accent. Is that Dutch?
North Vietnam or South Vietnam?
Next!
Name?
Edward Gaines, Tanner College. I think we had a stats class together last semester.
I don't remember you.
Totally understandable. But I myself have been thinking about doing some exploring of the watery parts of the world, and I'd like to join your pirate crew. Now I understand you're probably completely swamped with applications, but I'd like to make you an offer. Something to set myself apart from the rest of the group.
And what would that be?
Well, do you have a pirate lair yet?
A lemon grows a pip, a yard will build a ship. A Satan is my master, I will pay you chip. A lemon grows a pip, a yard will build a ship. A Satan is my master, I will pay you chip. A lemon grows a pip, a yard will build a ship.
Land ho.
I got you, Chip.
Somebody fetch me an ambulance.
You, Americans, please. Texas City, Ohio. It is where?
It's about a 12-hour drive that way.
Drive? Ha ha ha. Drive? Snorri. Let best.
I'll be the horizon's continent, Mr. Turner.
Clean as a Catholic wench's tailpipe.
Bonnie. How's our speed, Miss Eve?
3 knots per hour, Captain.
Then we'll reach Tortuga by nightfall. Where's our wind gone, Miss Eve? Who blasphemed Aeolus?
Out of gas, Captain.
Oh, Aeolus frowns. No gas. No gas! No true pirate has ever lacked gas, least not if he follows our food chain. Who's been shirking their lake water? The windbag demands a sacrifice, lest we all be deceased in the doldrums. What'd I tell you about offending Neptune, boy? We are not to eat any scaly things that writhe in the deep. We skim upon the water, but we only raid the land.
Captain Pierce, sir! I was only fishing for my hat, sir!
Fetch you a new one off the next ship we conquer. I see you noodling in the depths for anything but treasure. I'll make a hat out of you. Heretic! You've forsaken the pirate's code!
I thought those were more like guidelines.
Hollywood hogwash. And now I'll have you strung up with fishing line as penance to the gods, you Kalamata crackhead.
I plead insanity.
Whose boat is that?
welcome aboard. Can I get you a beer? I feel like I owe it to you for all you've done for Texas City. Now, with so many people in your band, I think that we should talk about doing some contracting work. My fellow Texans, ours was a city built on trust. Have we not, these last 2 weeks, entrusted the heart and soul of our commerce into the hands of these seamen who we saw as harmless, nay, beneficent scallywags? To all, the answer is yes. And with this trust comes its shadowy corollary, betrayal. And now, these sailors showed themselves as nothing but errant pirates. They got me wet. Wetter than these tears could ever do. But not moist enough to stifle the flame of rage that is throbbing in my breast. If they were so bold as to assault the very lighthouse of Texas City morals, how much longer do we have before they turn our precious city into a second Sodom? Something must be done.
You all know me. You know how I earn my athletic credit. I'll keel haul these scallywags for you, but it ain't gonna be easy. Bilge rats. Second semester seniors. They're lawless quarry. And as you all already know, one sloop of trained sailors is hardly enough to deal with these scavengers high on lake water. And we gotta do it quick. It'll get rid of the tourists and the new piracy boom. And it ain't gonna be pleasant. But sure as Uncle Sam, we'll all sleep a lot better at night. I'll find them for 3. But I'll catch them and kill them for 10. $10,000 for me and my crew. For that, you get the hat, the hook, the whole damn fleet.
If you can manage to take them all down, I'll give you and every man involved a cut of what's left of the city's tourism budget. More than 100,000, that should do.
Uncle Charles, ladies and gentlemen. Sailors.
Did you ever have days this quiet in Nam?
Aye, did we. That were when the sea were at her most perilous. Picture yourself on a white man's skip, aproned in armor, like the chastity belt of a baron's daughter. Skies so pure, the clouds don't even dare to disturb her. If you're an average American seaman, you might almost believe that there's no war going on. One thing that I learned from Charlie is that times like these are the best to strike. Thrash! Fire from on high! Sound like chaos opening up her mouth and spitting all the planets out. There's no difference between steel and gore. You're dead before you're even attacked. Defense itself is dead. Ye can only flee. Those were the true battles, mateys. That were some good old-fashioned guerrilla warfare. That were how we drove the white man out. God, I wish you could have heard them mortars sing. Them skirmishes, fading memories, cased in this old, rusted cannonball
Captain Pierce, who are they?
Davy Jones Cochrane. Vikings.
What?
Vikings. Berserkers. Odin's battlekin. They were the first to discover piracy. Before there were acid, there were the magic fungus of Norway. Those that partake, they know no pain. They know no compunction. Only pride and reprisal.
And they're here for us?
Worse. They're here for their ancestors. Here to reclaim their place as kings of the sea.
Gratitude legend and dog. See you in Valhalla, warrior.
What should we do with them, Captain?
He deserves a proper burial at sea. He and I are of an era long gone. Mr. Mullins, prepare his longboat.
Found you now, sea rats. The goblin shark enters the pond.
Following the guidelines.
At ease, gentlemen. I've sailed with many crews. Captain Defoe of Portsmouth, the Gold Kings of Somalia, even turned a schooner with Hemingway and Elvis in Cuba back in '43. But never, never ever on the sea's sunny bosom have I witnessed a crew with greater verve, veracity, and vigor than this one I sail with on the shores of Texas City these past fortnight. And yet, I couldn't have done it alone. First Mate Turner, Navigator Mullins, Treasurer Kidd. Step forth. There be no such thing as knighting in the pirate world. There do be appointment. My good hand is going as numb as my hook. I can't piss so far as I spit no more. Might be time for this old sea dog to see the pigeon-winged Valkyries of Neptune's realm. So, crew, let me take this moment, not in tears of sorrow, but the drool of mirth, to announce that I am receding from captainship, but am appointing these three as the reigning triumvirate. I will stay on for the year's remainder until Orion returns to the western skies, but not as your captain. After, I think it's high time Charlotte and I sail back from whence we came, where I first found life and love. Vietnam! But why am I stirring sighs out to cheers. For now, drink on, dance forth, rest your weary pegs, for tomorrow our crew plunders, ever and on. And I!
3 cheers for Captain Pierce, king of the inland seas. Hip hip.
Hooray! Hooray!
Oh.
Oh, don't stop on my account. The least we could let you do is finish your little clam bake. You were so kind as to lead us right to you, what with the volume of your cheering. Our job is to make sure that you're dead. Whether that's now or in a couple of moments, it makes no difference to us. The mayor is a most merciful man, after all. Why so surprised? You didn't think you would get away with treating him like a vulgar fishmonger, did you? To assault and steal from an elected official has consequences on American soil, and certainly on her waterways. And we are her consequences. Now, I'm not nearly as forgiving as our darling mayor, but he has insisted that I give you one last chance to turn yourselves in, lest I send you to that oh-so-terribly commodious receptacle of David Jonathan's. Or else, shall we commence with the flaying?
Oi, pufferfish! Have some rum with that crock of cod!
We have to fight back! Caught us with our pants down!
Faint to the right, Oracle! Giving your old swashing blow jambalaya!
Shut your mephitic trap, old man!
No!
I've had enough of your demented ramblings.
Oh.
Scott, we're outnumbered. We gotta get out of here.
Follow me.
We'll go through the back entrance.
Let them go. The rats that flee the sinking ship may yet drown before they reach dry land. We have what we came here for.
Get to the dinghy!
Oh, God. Oh, fuck.
Everybody circle up. How many did we lose?
Harry got shot after using the toilet, and Danny, Scrofulous Pete, One-Eyed Winky, Andrew, and Garth all got run through with bayonets, and we're missing the Oracle, Bilgy Billy, and, of course, Captain Pierce. But I didn't see what happened to...
They took him hostage, along with the boat we left behind. Caught a glimpse as we were going through the underbrush. My best guess is, they'll probably be tortured for info.
Or used as bargaining chips.
Come on, these are privateers.
Government-backed buccaneers. And there's nothing the feds love more than enticing you into a gambling. But the house always wins.
Okay, they may have more chips than us, but I think I know where we can get a trump card.
Ah! Where are the fucking pirates? Tell me where they are! I'll kill you! Where are your friends? Where are your buddies? Ah! Tell me where they are! Tell me where they are! Motherfucker! Where are your pirates? Speak English! Besides, I can help you! I will send you to Zeus! I will send you to Poseidon!
If they won't talk, perhaps they'd like a drink.
Tell me where they are and I'll stop!
More, please. More, please. Oh.
Don't let up, men. We can keep going all night if we want to.
3 hours later.
Blunt force trauma doesn't seem to be working. We're gonna have to get Catholic on their asses. DeQuavion, fire up the coals. Anderson, prepare the bastionado.
Hardly matters what instrument you play with this lad. It won't change our tune. No true pirate ever opened his mouth except to laugh in the face of pain.
You say that now, old man, but I'm saving you for last. I've got plenty more of your crew to practice on before that coup de grace, you scapegrace. So you just sit back and enjoy, because it's your screams that are going to make me laugh. Tell me where your comrades are, and I'll pull out.
I thank Poseidon that I pulled out of your pretty, wanton mother. No weakling such as thee could have come from me.
Eu quis amar, mas tive medo e quis salvar meu coração, mas o amor sabe.
That was Thailand! You don't have jurisdiction here!
6 good men dead! Burned and seasoned just like your dinner!
The pirates? Look, if it's money you want,
We already have everything we need from you. Or at least, we will.
Fuck, 60-second lock. Do you mind opening this for me?
Marvelous torture, boys. Oh, 1 second, I have to take this. Greetings, Charles. Didn't expect to be hearing from you so soon. We're about halfway through the torture now. Should be done by about dawn. Even if the pirates don't give us anything of use, they're at half strength. Even the Coast Guard could deal with them in this state.
You're gonna wish you'd drowned when we first pushed you off that boat 2 weeks ago.
Is he alive?
And unharmed, aside from a smidgen of psychic damage. He'll be fine. So long as you follow through on your end.
And which end would that be?
How many of our men are still alive?
Of the ones we took aboard? 7, including your captain.
Fine. Here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna bring the rest of our men to the waterlock tomorrow at dawn. Unharmed. No funny business. We'll hand the mayor over and leave Texas City's waterways forever. You won't have to worry about us again.
Huh. And where will you go?
That's for the wind to whisper and for us to follow. Do we have an accord?
Fine. Dawn.
Dawn.
Good morrow, provincials. I see you've recommandeered your vessel.
Yeah, maybe don't leave it parked with the keys in it next time.
So, like the Mormon Jews, you've sailed the seas and found civilization. Will you not now take to the land and taste of its fruits?
Not when the fruit's rotten. We've come here for a barter, not a parlay. Pure and simple. The terms are already established. Let's get this over with.
Fine. But first, the mayor, as you promised.
Shh, baby. Shh. You're okay.
Bring forth the lesser characters. And, prepare the rescue dinghy.
Nay. No need to waste your energy.
What are you doing?
close. God, you're so close, buddy. What's this? Ah, big.
You have what you came here for. Uncuff our men and we'll away down the hoochie coochie.
It's a shame I didn't get to show you more of my torture techniques, old man.
I was in Nam, son. There's nothing new in my book.
Ha! I'm surprised you know how to read. But it would have been more for my pleasure than your pain.
When you get to be my age, there's no pleasure but pain. But that's a hard fact that I'll spare you.
What?
When you find yourself in Neptune's bosom, give me comrades, the Viet Cong, me regards.
Why don't you tell them yourself? Got hit like a bluegill. Let this be a lesson to you all. Leave Texas City now or suffer the same fate on water or dry land.
Captain Pierce! Captain Pierce,
Jackson,
no!
Jackson,
No!
We have to leave him.
No, we can still save him!
There's nothing we can do. He's with Blackbeard now.
Trust in the waves. There's no fortune on dry land.
We have to retreat! Mr. the Oracle, man the rudder. Eve, get Jackson below deck.
Don't sail another knot, you blasted scallywags! The deal's off, you hear me? Submit, or I will prosecute you to the furthest extent of my rifle's range.
That's the third patrol I've seen in the past hour. They must be moving in 20-minute watches.
If they've spread their forces that thin, they must be desperate to find us.
Come on. Just let me in the box. Just let me in the box.
Whoa. He wasn't lying.
About what?
All of it. Vietnam, the escape, even sailing with Tupac?
Tupac?
Yes, probably him too. And there's even a spare peg leg.
I'll kill you!
Arg! Arg! That be enough of that!
Off with you! Off with you! What is this? Fighting like a tangle of mermaids in heat. Like a raft of coral. This be far from what the captain would have wanted. You ever notice how you never see a shark beached the same way you do a whale? A shark may die in single combat with an orca, another shark, but never to an errant wave, and certainly never to krill. Any man among us who wishes to beach himself, you're more than welcome. But you're no longer a shark. And you're no longer a pirate. Be that the end of this nonsense, then? Are we understood? I say I. Yes? Yeah. Good. Then wet your fangs. We're hunting krill.
Why are you talking like that?
I haven't got a clue. It makes me feel as though he's right here inside of me.
So, what's our plan?
We're gonna put our old captain's teachings into use.
Okay, well, I'm sorry to tell you, Skipper, but we're all out of rum and acid.
Nay, not those. Tell me, Evie, what do you remember of guerrilla warfare?
About this movie.
Sir,
Please
step away from the accordion.
By me scaling acid. when that bitch stole my trove, and I hunted them down, and I fed some of their allies to midgets.
Sir, I will warn you one more time. Put the accordion down.
And it got really bad. Then I got captured by the sailing team lads.
Alright,
I
that's
got
it.
tortured with rum. And I did lots of more drugs.
Once I never could have hoped to win. You're starting down the road and leaving me again. The threats you made were meant to cut me down. And if my love was just a circus, you'd be a clown by now. No, I'm still standing better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Intelligence for you, sir.
Speak.
The missing ships are remustering at the horizon break.
Something's wrong.
The ships will be here in about 5 minutes.
Not ours. Not anymore. Release the payload, men. This is the final battle. We are the only thing that stands between civilization and barbarity. It's time to go blast fishing.
Maurice.
Is that?
It is the Viet Cong.
Get them! After them! Me and the Viet Cong can get the rest of them!
Seems your vessel's parched, Captain. It may be, but it'll drink any liquid, including blood!
Scott! Scott, hey! How are you? You with me?
Check it. How bad is it?
Well, it doesn't look good, but, I think it missed the main artery.
I'll be fine.
I think you're okay.
Just get me some rum.
Dude, I don't know how to tell you this, but the rum's gone.
Oh, why is the rum always gone?
Because you fucking boofed it last night. You shoved it up your ass. I was like, don't do that. You're like, don't tell me what to do. Honestly, you probably already caught her.
I've been shot. Stop molesting me.
I'm not molesting you. You asked me to fucking finger your wound.
You two having fun over there?
It's just you and me now, Maurice. Your entire fleet is routed. Do you want to settle this like scoundrels with flint and lock? Or gentlemen with honor and steel?
Let it be a duel then. Meet me at the top of the silo. It's the only dry land for miles around.
Any last words of advice before I go and hate crime that guy?
Just ask yourself, what would Captain Pierce do? What would Captain Pierce do? Wait! Jackson, don't forget to use protection.
Oh, you know I always bring a wetsuit.
Your old captain died like a man. I'll stick you like a pig.
Keep wagging your tongue and that'll be the first thing I cut off.
I may only be wearing orange, but still you charge me like a bull. Let's get on with it then. I'll let you choose between a deep cut or a deep grave.
Bring us in closer, Newin! Scott! Scott, are you okay? I have rum.
Give me that.
Where's Jackson?
Up there.
I see you've been learning from your old captain. His life vests do provide more than adequate defense against puncture wounds. Come then! To score a fatal blow in light of this panoply will be a victory well earned.
It's not a fatal blow I'm going for, Maurice.
Pass down your sword when you have the advantage? Is it to be pugilism then? I'm afraid you're even worse off than before.
But it won't be me you're boxing with. Tell me, did you ever learn to swim?
They don't see him.
He can't swim. He's dead.
Oh, to Hades you must go.
How's that for an athletic credit?
They said they'd like to work with you. Captain Pierce was a fierce comrade. We called him the White Tiger. Although we could not save his life, his honor and his legacy remain intact. With this victory, all is forgiven. Let us solve the scars of the war of American aggression. Today, two nations move forward. Progeny, under one father. Someday, we will meet again when our bones find rest in the bosom of the mighty Atlantic.